We got Zoogang versus NLB Part 1, the start of drill rap in Philly. I don't know what's going on in Philly. You feel me? I know there's a whole much shit going on in the streets, obviously, and it's turned up this year. I feel like I don't know what happened, but shit's happening in the streets, and the drill rap scene in Philly is going crazy as well. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm trying to understand it. I don't know anybody from Philly for real, just like big names, shit like that. I don't know anything about it. You feel me? I found this shit Philly Reddit. I don't really know. Zoogang versus NLB, the start of drill rap. They got a couple more videos. I'm gonna get into. They got hella videos actually. Really gonna see what's really going on in Philly. My goal is to eventually start reacting to they drill and see what they got going on. So I don't even know how it sounds. I know like they got beef with like New Jersey because they be stealing they type of beats. I don't really know. That's all I
know. We're doing this. Fuck it, I can buy some new drip. Drop me nigga for a fee. I ain't be killing for free. Catch up, I'm doing this.
Child burgers around. I don't want to eat that shit.
What really happened between NLB and Zoogang started back in early 2014 when it was Uptown versus North.
I hate these type of videos, bro, with like the monotone fucking computer talking.
Back in those days, people used to joke on Twitter. It was all jokes at first. Young bulls from North used to think that Uptown was sweet, and of course you're gonna think that if you from the trenches down North, you're gonna think that Uptown people got it easy and are soft, and the young bulls Uptown wasn't having that. They had something to prove. Samir Fortune, or Trap Street Sadi, was born in North Philly at 18th and Cumberland, which is known as Trap Street in Philadelphia. Samir was supposed to be the ticket. He was leader of his circle of friends, and they knew he was talented enough to change not only his, but his close friends and family's future. Rasheem Rochwell, Cha-Cha or Cha Glizzy, was the face of the Uptown side. His little brother Sil was always getting into shit in the streets, and Cha had to jump off the porch early to defend his family. Cha was an athlete at heart. He never really wanted to be in the streets at first. Cha was a heavy shooter for his side and one of the people that put in work for Uptown. His role in this war would play heavy because, in his words, he put the zoo on the map.
I put the zoo on the map. I put my gang on my back. No child in power and rap. Next door that we have.
This whole beef started because of an argument at a basketball game. Bari, Cha, and a couple other Uptown niggas end up at a Constitution game. Sadi and them was there because Mirgati was a basketball player for Constitution at the time. Bari said some slick shit. Him Low replied back, and that's when they started fighting. North was outnumbering Uptown by like 3-1, and Uptown was getting beat up pretty bad. That's what pretty much started the beef. But it wasn't any gunplay at that point. Fast forward, later Cha Glizzy gets booked for a gun in high school.
An abundance of evidence, including surveillance video and witness statements.
These motherfuckers they started a whole gang feud because motherfuckers got jumped at a basketball game. That shit.
Cameras were there when Rasheem Rockwell was placed into a police wagon.
I understand sometimes it's about territory. You feel me? You taking my corners. You feel me? We can't let you have my corners. I gotta get my corners. Motherfuckers got jumped and now they.
Led off to jail. Minutes before the 17-year-old was arraigned and charged as an adult with 2 counts of aggravated.
Ominous ass music.
Cha Glizzy gets sent to Glen Mills. Sadi is also booked up Glen Mills, and this is where it takes a turn.
What the fuck is Glen Mills? Y'all be using these names like Constitution and shit like I live there. Glen Mills. It is an unincorporated community in Concord Township, Delaware County, Pennsylvania. That's a jail. Okay, it's a jail. Oh, damn, use my own research.
Sadi is also booked up Glen Mills, and this is where it takes a turn. At first Cha wasn't even really in the beef like that, like he wasn't the face, it was Bari. But since Cha and Sadie was locked up together, they were constantly fighting, constantly going at each other. They considered each other real life ops. You already know how that shit go. Now this is where shit gets started for real for real. Sadie comes home before Cha does. People don't even know that Sadie put Cha's name in a song first.
I see niggas change on their dog. Beat that game, then I cut her off. Child who, yeah, he a fraud. Think I'm a nigga, cause she was...
Time goes by, nobody runs into each other, but everybody is constantly dissing. Now one specific night, Sadie went on Instagram. People know he lives uptown because, well, females talk. Sadie and we was messing with the same girl. They called him Wee or Pee-wee because of how short he was. He was part of the uptown clique and went to school with Cha and Bari. We ended up giving Sadie's location away, so that's how they knew where he lived. We told people that Sadie was going live that night also. Sadie goes on Instagram and starts talking crazy. Cha is in the live. Cha replies in the live, "I'm about to show these niggas what we bout."
Standing like that, bro. He not doing no pose or nothing. He's just leaning on the counter with his hands in his pocket. He is no good.
He goes on Instagram and starts
What
talking
the fuck?
crazy. Cha is in the live.
He got, what is this? He got motherfucker got shoelaces on his hoodie.
Cha replies in the live, "I'm about to show these niggas what we bout." He says that to Sadie. Sadie is still going at him and they go back and forth right in front of everyone watching on Instagram. Fast forward a couple of hours later. Sadie gets shot, February 10th, 2017.
Damn.
They planned to ambush him at his house with 4 guys. Cha was the driver. They used BV's car. Bari was supposed to be in the back alleyway in case Sadie ran out the back door. The drill started when Sadie ran out back as expected, but Bari wasn't there. They were going to draw on Sadie and really stand over him and light him up, but Bari ended up not following through, so Sadie was able to get to his neighbor's crib. That wasn't enough as a few caught up to him and he ultimately met his demise. After Sadie died, the dissing started heavy. Cha and Sil especially got in their bag.
How the fuck nobody die? You hang with all the killers. When the beef turned up, y'all crowd for help, we bought equipment. Every nigga that I grew up with, they turned to bitches. They dropped 30 in my crib and they ain't hit nobody. You hit blitz all in his legs and you was right.
That's crazy.
With the turned to bitches. They dropped 30
Nah, the window's still cracked.
in my crib and they ain't hit nobody. You hit blitz all in his legs and you was right behind him. You went so soon when your homie got body. Ain't the same. She walking, ain't so about gang in this history. He disrespect me, your memory, put in the coffin. I thought he was walking down like Brian.
If you can hear him correctly, he said he put Sabo in history, disrespecting me in memory, he put in a coffin. Then he said, "I thought you was walking down like Brown Bond. None of my guys on the timeline, you was directing that towards Pound Side Pop." Pound Side? Only Pound Side I know is Pound Town.
Every show we turning up, we getting later. Walking down like I'm Brian. You gon' see that nigga scrolling on your timeline.
This is quality, bro.
The loss of Sadie affected the whole 18th and Cumberland, especially Trap Street Mo. To some, Mo is a street legend on Trap Street. He put a couple songs with Sadie and really gave him the stamp of approval, which helped Sadie's street credibility in numerous ways. One of those ways was respect. Sadie got a lot of respect off the fact that Mo really put in work in the streets and he saw some potential in Sadie, either in rapping or on the streets. And he vouched for him to his various connections throughout the city, including Tiffy Bay and briefly Meek Mill before they had a falling out. Sadie's death affected Mo to the point where he felt he needed vengeance and was gonna to make it a point to get each individual that was there that night. He started with BV. Mo had folks that was cool with BV. Word is Mo gave the young bull 2 bricks to give up BV because Mo heard BV's will was there the night of Sadie's shooting. Eventually, the deed was done and BV was gone. The person who gave BV up played his part on Instagram and was saying "Rest in peace BV" the whole time he contributed to his death. That's
Damn,
Philly
5 murders between 2011 and 2017.
for you though.
Man.
In other news tonight, Philadelphia police say they've solved 5 cold case murders with the arrest of 1 man over the weekend.
Over the weekend, authorities arrested Michael Blackston with Gary Wilson's murder and 4 separate murders between 2011 and 2017. The alleged serial killer was already in jail for a 6th murder that happened in December 2011.
Damn, he
when
putting
he
up
was linked to
stats.
new crimes. Detectives have not revealed how they connected Blackston to these additional murders, nor if he used the same weapon in each case. But it's one step closer to justice for these families who can now point a name and face to their loved one's killer.
And I have not forgiven him, and maybe one day I will, but I don't forgive him for what he's did to me and my family. I just hope he gets help for whatever problem he has in his head.
Bernard Vincent was from back West Oak Lane and died September 10, 2017. This was direct get back for Saudi allegedly, but a month earlier they almost killed another member from Uptown.
Damn.